everybody, thanks for joining me. As the title of this video suggested, I'm going to give you an idea for a theme that you can use for your content marketing for your software as a service company. And if you keep watching to the end, I'll give you all kinds of ideas for blog posts that you can write to help promote your company and convert more leads for your software as a service business. So, what is that theme that you should be using this year in your content marketing? The theme is teaching, okay? What you want to be doing is sharing ideas with your prospects and your customers for how they can solve the problem that your product solves for them. Oftentimes, we need a little bit of help, we need some instruction, we need some how-to material in order to bridge that gap for us and help us to understand how our problem gets solved. And if you're the one sharing that information with your prospects, they were that much more likely to trust you and to give their business to you. The central theme here is to solve those problems for them. Help them realize what success looks like and give them the roadmap in order to succeed. I want to tell a story to illustrate my point. I was once in an investor pitch meeting. I'm sure you've been in several yourself. And I was with a co-founder, and the idea was a good one, but it wasn't a great one. And some of the feedback that we got from at least one of the judge investors that were there on the panel was that what we had was a death sentence. He called it a vitamin rather than a painkiller. And that's really a crucial aspect of a software as a service product, is that it needs to actually solve a pain for your customers. And what you want to be able to do is, with all of your marketing and certainly with your product, is to be able to solve that pain for them. And that's why we use content to do that, okay? We are teachers of the solution to that problem. Your product is really only one part of it. It's how to deploy and to use that product and to gain the advantages that that product provides. That's when they'll achieve success. And so when it comes to content marketing, the primary theme of what we share with them should be the how to achieve the success that your product promises them. So what does this look like in practice? Well, I'm gonna do that part again. So what does this look like in practice? First, what you want to do is identify your ideal client profile. And that way you can understand their specific needs and you can begin to propose ways of solving the problem for them. The second step, once you know who that ideal client profile is, what you want to do then is to get to the root of the problems that they're experiencing. What are the specific pain points that they have that you can instruct them and to help them get out of that situation? It's once you know your ideal client and their specific pain points, it's once you know your ideal client and their specific pain points that you can actually begin to plan some content around how to teach them and how to instruct them to achieve success and to find their way out of those problem areas. I do this for my clients all the time, of course, and I'm doing some version of that now. Your problem as a software as a service founder or marketer is that you're potentially not driving enough leads, you're not experiencing the kind of growth that you want, maybe customers churn or they're not engaged when they try your product, maybe not enough of them are trying your product. And I believe the answer to a lot of those concerns is with instructional content that helps them see what success looks like. Sometimes customer stories can be invaluable in that regard, but even just the basic how to get started and how to content will be immensely helpful for them. So when you're the publisher of that kind of information, you are that much more likely to be the one to win their business. I often have conversations with clients around how can we differentiate our product from our competition? And my answer is, I wouldn't worry about that as much. When customers are making a buying decision, comparisons of features and what is possible is absolutely important. But in your top of funnel marketing, if you like, when you're first trying to engage those customers and teach them success, don't worry as much about how to differentiate your product. Worry instead about how to differentiate your solution. And by that, I mean the ability to help them to see success, to learn what it takes in order to achieve success with your product. When they can see that, when they see you sharing those stories and that information, again, they're gonna place that much more trust in you, and that's what will differentiate you from your competition. The fact that you were willing to be the one to teach. As I said, if you watch to the end of this video, maybe it's halfway through the video, whatever the case, I'm gonna offer some tips about specific blog post ideas that you can use in order to share that kind of instructional content that really makes a difference with prospects and with new customers. But before I do, my kids tell me I'm supposed to ask you for a like or a subscription, and for me, the most important thing is leave a comment. If you have a question or you disagree with me on anything or you have something to add, please add a comment. I love having conversations. So comment below if you have anything to add. But to make good on my promise, some specific, actionable content publishing ideas. I mentioned earlier those 3 steps: identifying your ideal client, figuring out what their specific pain points are, and only then planning content. Let's talk about those specific pain points first. Make a list of 3 of them, 3 things that your clients are struggling with, and there's a blog post idea. In fact, really it lends itself to a series. 3 challenges that all software as a service companies experience with content marketing. That's a post. Guess what the follow-up is? 3 ways that content marketing can solve lead generation for software as a service companies. 3 examples of content that can help drive more leads for software as a service companies. 3 steps to getting started with content marketing. These all sound like listicles. Should they all sound like listicles? It doesn't matter. These are just treatments for blog posts that you will share under the theme of teaching. 3 ways content marketing can help you drive more leads and close more customers. Have I done that one already? I think I might have done that one already. I mean, like I made that video. Did I make that video? I need a director. If it seems like I'm coming up with these off the top of my head, I am. Once you know what it is that you want to say, the rest kind of falls into place. Once you establish what the problems and the challenges are, then you become the trusted source of the information that helps them to bridge that gap and to understand how to solve that problem for themselves. And yes, of course, your product plays some part in that, but the primary focus really should be on helping them, assisting them, and getting them to success. And we do that through sharing information. Bearing in mind that these are all just simply blog topic ideas centered around the theme of teaching your customers what success looks like. Last example, 3 examples of companies killing it with content marketing. That's the example where you show specifically customers that are achieving success, potentially with your product, to really help your ideal customers see what success looks like. Case studies are the best approach. When you can do multiple case studies, it is that much more convincing and effective. I hope that's enough information for today. I'm trying to pack as much value into these as possible. If you like what you've read, again, give me a like or a comment down below. I really look forward to those conversations, and I'll catch you on the next one.